Good morning. Welcome everybody to today's edition of Toggle's Daily Video Insights. We're going to take a look at why British American tobacco, the ADR traded on the American exchange, is possibly going to rise as much as 14.5% in the coming months. And the reason is particularly tied to valuation. So as you can see here, Toggle has had a couple of other previous highlights that there could be some upside, but they were relatively short-lived in this particular stock. And so this one is quite significant. 14.5% is not bad for this stock. And so we're going to take a look at specifically what is it that's driving this. Now, of course, there have been, as Toggle usually does, in this case, 11 similar occasions that the system was able to analyze to kind of see, okay, at this valuation, what does the stock then typically do? And most importantly, although it says that the horizon 6 months, see that a number of outcomes actually reached this level, 42.76, which is a 14.5% rise from 37.66, the current level, much sooner than 6 months. In fact, it looks more like a month. So there could be potentially quite a bit of convexity, quite a bit of near-term upside to this stock on the basis of valuation. Now, again, of course, you want to watch the price carefully, because if it does deviate and leave this confidence interval and dip below the red line at 35.11, that would be also quite a good moment to reevaluate the thesis and potentially remove the stock from your portfolio. Now, why it might move? Let's take a look at this. Basically, Toggle is highlighting that whenever PE was at this level or below, the stock usually was quite a good buy, that incrementally any good news really sent the stock flying. And so looking at the past performance, you can see the large number of outcomes that whenever PE was at this level resulted in an up move, in many cases quite a bit more than 14.5%, even as much as 30%. And more importantly, the downside, so to evaluate the risk reward, the downside was reasonably limited. In fact, it was contained to below down 10%. So that is quite a compelling risk reward when you stand to potentially gain as much as 30% and lose less than 10. So 3-to-1 is the kind of risk skew that Toggle is trying to identify for a lot of the Toggle users. Again, importantly, keep in mind that this is just one of a number of drivers. Obviously, see how it fits with your fundamental thesis, but I think it's definitely reason enough to put this particular stock on your radar screen. Otherwise, in the daily brief, which by now should be in your mailboxes already, if you subscribe, if you don't, go to toggle.global. You can sign up for Toggle Copilot, test drive it there, and also receive the daily brief, a daily dose of fresh market content that we hope sparks some interesting ideas and get you into investment opportunities that you might have otherwise missed. We'll discuss cryptocurrencies, which I know that for a lot of you will weigh heavily on your mind, given that the performance recently has been less than stellar. And so many are wondering what next for the Bitcoin and the rest. These videos are published every single trading day. So if you like them, please sign up or subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also like this video and you're going to get to see a lot more of them. The goal in them is quite simple. Our mission is to really break down the barrier between you, the individual investor, and the vast amount of fundamental data out there, which we know you presumably don't have the time to really dig into as deeply as a system like Toggle can. So we do this on your behalf and highlight opportunities where fundamental information is really pointing to a potentially significant move up or down in an asset. Thanks for your attention, and we'll see you again tomorrow.